In this video, I'm going to tell you the most heartbreaking story I endured while dating.
We're going to check this story out. We're going to get into it.
Most heartbreaking story I endured while dating. But at the same time, it taught me the truth of what I always suspected. So, I met this girl, who I'll just call Emily, from a daytime conversation. It was in a city square, and initially she gave me A-tier enthusiasm.
This man looked like Hercules, bro, from the Disney movie, son.
In a city square, and initially she gave me A-tier enthusiasm. She said she's never been approached before and looks forward to going on a date.
What's 80 enthusiasm?
And looks forward to going on a date. We text, and eventually the first date comes around. Nothing extraordinary happens on it. We have some light snacks in a green area of the city and spend some time chatting to get to know each other more.
She didn't even want to back.
I could also tell she was quite enthusiastic and into me. Likewise, I admired her. I thought she was attractive, sweet, open, and took genuine interest in asking me questions, etc. Towards the end of the date, I ask her if she wants to arrange another. And this is where I always try to make it more serious, because I know many girls, especially those who are younger, between 18 and 20, will go on dates for fun, some entertainment, an experience, and nothing else.
That is true.
It's happened to me plenty of times before. So I communicate to her that it's been a good date, I would be interested in another, but only if you are absolutely serious in terms of desiring me and wanting it to go somewhere. She respects my request for honesty and says she is serious about wanting a second date. So, we hug each other goodbye, and I'm looking forward to the next.
Alright.
For reference, this was a girl with
y'all follow me, chat.
Zero experience. So hold your horses thinking we ended a date with just a hug. I'm sure you could appreciate, given her experience, she won't end a date guns blazing. And one more side note, she was similar in this regard to many girls I've dated because for one reason or another, girls with no experience often want me. I guess clearly they must see me as a safe option. Anyway, a few days pass and the second date comes around. This time we play mini golf in the city centre, then grab a smoothie. We enjoy that.
Yo, my son lit, he not even spending a bag on the date.
And after, head back to my apartment because I suggest an opportunity to get to know each other more on a deeper level. As we get in, I play some music and we start chatting. And just as I was thinking all was going well, she then tells me how she's having second thoughts about where this is going. And as soon
as
she says that, I knew it was over. It didn't take a genius to work this one out.
Nah, she swerved, my boy.
But at this point, I wanted to find out why. So immediately, I go into full openness mode to try find out as much information as
I don't like how you putting code words on everything and trying to put big words and definitions on things. It's just, bro, you was just trying to figure out the reason why, bro. Let's keep it going.
It's possible. What I mean is I found it's actually super easy to get a woman to tell the truth about how she feels about you. To do so, I just need to give her the most comfortable space and opportunity to speak.
Yeah,
for example, in this particular story, I remember saying in the utmost calm voice after she rejected me, "It's okay, I've heard it all before."
Yeah, you got swerved.
I've had a lot of dating experiences and have been rejected in the most insane ways. So whatever it is about me, you can say it. I won't be bothered at all. And then, as I was feeling both distraught and relief from being about to hear the truth, she said these words. "I first want to say you're such a nice guy. And I knew from the first day."
Don't ever tell a man he's a nice guy. I don't know why, but that's a dead ass insult. It's disappointing for all girls out there who spit games. Disappointing.
You would treat me right, would never cheat on me, and I've really enjoyed our time.
And never say you seem like a guy that'll treat me right who would never cheat on me. That's another insult. It's like, damn, you just don't think I got any options. Sheesh. Please don't do that.
Time together. You really are one of the most nicest people I've met, but I just feel I want to date someone who's more my type. Now, I already knew what
she swerved the heck out of boy.
She was alluding to. I was getting rejected for my looks. But still, at the same time, I wanted to hear more to reinforce what I've suspected for 5 straight years, that looks are the most important thing by far in terms of whether a woman will like you or not. But before getting to that, I want to point out another interesting detail. I remember on the first date, I asked her who she dated recently, and she said she'd been on 3 first dates with 3 guys. and I was the only one who
Nah,
got a second
shorty a
date.
Duty.
I asked why she didn't see any of those three guys again, and she said she was set up with them through friends, but she didn't like any of them. I asked why.
That's another. You see how she says she was set up with the dudes she went on dates on recently with her friends. You see how girls listen to girls, bro. You ever got the homegirl giving you her homegirl the green light? You lit, but at the same time, if the homegirl's influencing some thotty stuff, it's over, man. It's over. Just see your way out.
She said they weren't my type. I asked, so you didn't like their looks? And she said, yes, I didn't like their looks. And then I said, so you couldn't imagine them on top of you? And she said, yes, I couldn't imagine them on top of me.
That's his other way. See, I don't know if it's white boy game, but I feel like I could just say like, yeah, when you saw a boy, you already knew he was not the type that was you was gonna allow him to crack like off rip. Like, I'm not saying how he worded it. He's smart in how he worded it because it's mad safe, but you could be a little more direct than that. Like, you could be a little more direct. Like,
anyway, carrying on.
I just don't know his audience, and if you in his audience, you can be more direct with than he's doing it. He's playing it even safer, and I play it chill, but he playing it too safe.
She said I was significantly more attractive than those three guys she met through her friendship circle.
Dang, and my boy ugly as hell, so if she thought he was more attractive than the three other dudes, I can only imagine what they look like. And he said it himself, he know he don't look good in so many other ways, so I'm not even bombing on son.
But I guess I was still just not enough. I then asked her more detail about what her type is. She says as the first word, taller, followed by a bunch of comforting nonsense along the lines, but
it was that height. It was that height. I remember when I found out girls like taller dudes more than they liked, I guess I didn't even know what a short person was. Like, I felt like if you was 5'7", 5'8", I didn't even think that was short for real. I thought tall was just something that's just not normal. Like, everybody ain't gonna be tall for real. So when you see a tall person, it's like that should be the thing in question, not what you see like that's common on a day to day.
Type isn't all looks. I know it makes me seem so shallow, but honestly, you're such a nice guy, and I really wanted it to work, which is why I gave it a chance after the first date. But you know how you mentioned on the first time about imagining your partner on top? I thought more about it, and I just couldn't imagine it. Now, in spite of the weight of what she was saying, I knew in order to get more truth of this situation, I still had to remain calm and almost happy that she's telling me this stuff, because I knew it would encourage her to say more. I knew if I dared showed emotion or upset, and especially anger, then she would zip it instantly.
He right. You definitely gotta be like that. Me, I be saying what I want, but like it come with a double-edged sword. Some people respect it, and some people like see what he's saying. He's moving in all the ways to get every response he need, which is facts. You do gotta move like that. I don't tell him I move like that, but it's kind of like I start off saying it how he would, and then I jump into the bluntness. So it kind of like almost like rock you to sleep a little bit, and then boom. It's kind of like he's making you comfortable to make you more comfortable to get uncomfortable truths out of you. Me, I'm going to make you comfortable to make you uncomfortable, and then just have that uncomfortable conversation, and it's going to feel probably a little uncomfortable too. This man, at this point, he's basically manipulating. He's manipulating shorty at this point, basically. I feel like with mine, it's boom. I'm just, it's almost like just giving you a little bit of grace at the beginning of that tough topic, but this ain't about me though. Let's get to it.
And I would lose my opportunity to hear more of the truth. I didn't want her to feel threatened. She then says, and also hair, but cuts off before finishing. Then I respond, it seemed you were about to say hair color? And she says, yeah, I was.
To me, I think he's a ginger, but he be dyeing his hair blonde, I feel like. Cause he mad pale, bro. You know them redhead people be pale.
Then I say, okay, what hair color do you prefer? And she says, I've always seen myself with a brunette guy. I should have seen this one coming too. The UK is the absolute worst regarding ginger tax. We're literally treated like second-class citizens.
See, he just said he a ginger. That's the first thing I said when he popped on the screen. I'm like, you look like you naturally redheaded, because they do look a little weird. And I know in the UK, they be getting fired up in the white community out here, but I know in the UK they be getting fired up,
especially dating-wise. What all of this communicated to me is she was only interested in chads. She was your typical chat-only type of girl who wants the full package of a tier 1 man. Face, height, Eurocentric pheno. Same age, in good shape.
What I do like about Boy is he do talk about how Eurocentric features are more attractive statistically speaking. Like, you feel me? Like, I be telling people, like, yeah, the white girls that's black dude crazy, they're, for some reason it hits very loud in America, because I guess because of racism and the history America has, but that is still a very niche group of people. Just because a couple of white girls is black dude crazy, and we all know different types. You got the trashy ones, the ones that ain't trashy, the ones that for some oddly reason has only dated black men, has never even been with a white guy. That's middle America is weird like that. So, you know, I do like that he reels it back in and goes, most people in the world do like Eurocentric features more than a black person's, black women included too. So
I have to say,
Boy do be spitting that game.
It was quite ambitious considering her looks level was similar to me.
Now he dunked on shorty. He said it was quite crazy that the type of dude she wanted was she. I be saying that too. I be like, yo, shorty, you look like me, bro. Like, you gotta chill out. Like, and that's not a compliment.
Now, I was privileged enough to get the 2 dates as she viewed me as a tier 2 man. She thought I ticked most boxes, but I clearly missed a mark in terms of pheno and height, which is why she didn't want it to go any further. Also, elaborating more for the height thing, I want to mention I'm 5'10", which is average height for a guy.
Dang, my boy 5'10", average height for a guy is not 5'10" in the USA. In the UK it is though. So he's right as far as UK, but the average height for a guy is like 5'8", 5'7". You might see some studies that say 5'9", but that's more of a new phenomenon. It's really like 5'8", 5'7".
This girl was 5'4", average height for girls. And
ain't
she's
no way
saying
you
she has a
5'4"
type
and
for
you telling the dude who 5'10", he 2 inches away from 6 feet, that she would prefer somebody taller. Shorty is wicked.
Dudes, which shows she's reaching above what her own genetics are. Now, none of this was new to me. I knew all of this stuff years before. Looks are the most important. Girls on average care about looks way more than men, and they try to date up way more than men too. But it hit different this time hearing it from a girl I liked, and from someone who gave the illusion she was interested at first. In the end, it was very heartbreaking for me because even though I did an excellent job of remaining calm in the moment and getting her to say all of the information I wanted her to, it still struck a nerve in me later that night because I just remember laying in bed for hours so depressed thinking, why did this have to happen? It's only happened because
it ain't that deep. I get swerved. Like, I ain't in deep thought like him. I might be feeling like, word, but oh damn, but in bed just think, I might be in bed thinking I'm gonna make $1 million, the flex, but I ain't. No. No, he's bugging.
Looks weren't good enough for her, and she even confirmed that through the answers she gave after she rejected me. Why couldn't I have been born with better looks, so I don't have to deal with these awful feelings? I know this all sounds quite glum, and it probably is. In fact, I remember in the moment he
got a point though. He got a point because that it ain't fair, but that's just life. You feel me? You born how you born. Like, some people gonna be born valid, some people gonna be born ugly. It's just that simple, man. I don't know about him, but I know in America, if you an ugly dude, you know you an ugly dude, and you gonna know you an ugly dude. And when you walk outside, you gonna be reminded you an ugly dude, and you can either work on yourself and accept it. Well, you're going to, because America ain't gonna give you no choice but to accept it. So I don't know how they do it over there in the UK, but Tim Westwood TV. That's not how we do that over here, though.
Thinking was, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm hearing. This is 10,000% going to be made into a video. So at least I can share with you these experiences and the truth
My nigga still, my son giving advice in the dating realm is still on Tinder, bro. You could tell, but it's good. It's good content though, because he had a nice story to tell from it. So
about just how important your looks are as a man.
and let's be real, my boy up 162K subs. So hey man, keep doing what you're doing.
I'm telling you, nowadays it's all about face, height, pheno, age.
Nowadays, it definitely is all about height, face, phenotype. For me, in my world, it's always been about that. I think the internet. I just never knew all you niggas was late, and I get it. Like some shit was going on didn't even have words for it, but it would be talked about like, yo, this is going on. Like y'all got all these nice words to put on it and stuff now. That's crazy.
Physique. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start dealing with the emotional upset that comes with that.
Yeah, and then being from New York City, you're going to learn how to deal with that emotional upset that come from it mad quick, because you're going to be getting swerved left and right in New York. That's just how it is. And we do got some of the, you know, at least what they say, the most prettiest girls and stuff. So you learn how to deal with that at a young age in NY. Some people don't, but most do, though, in New York.
But it's the worst feeling having the BPs slap you in the face this hard right in front of you by the girl you liked. Anyway, to finish this video, I just want to mention for the guys saying, at least I got a date, and I should be grateful for that. No, it's the opposite.
You should not be grateful just because at least you got the date. If you ain't kill, my boy, if you ain't crush, if you ain't crack, if you ain't dealt with that, it was not worth the date. Like now if you want some like, I don't want to smash and shorty do, that's different. But no, it was not. You can't say at least you got the date. Imagine, and some of y'all be spending $200-$300 on the first date. What you mean is at least you got the date. Some of y'all done went in debt for that. Some of y'all ain't even get to rub no cheeks, no nothing. You ain't get to grip nothing. You was just out there spending bread. And even if you didn't still spend bread, you still spent your time.
At least in terms of my emotional response. Because as I alluded to, regarding how it makes me feel, it was the worst case scenario, and I'd rather have gotten rejected instantaneously than having dates that led to nowhere and hearing the BPs for why I got rejected.
Yeah, my son got it right. I'd rather get swerved, curved, ASAP. Curve me up front, don't curve me on the back end, because at least I won't waste my time.
Dates mean nothing for me. I'm looking for a relationship. If I go on a date, I only have my time, money, and emotions to lose for when it doesn't work out. If I'd instead have not been on those dates, I could have just relaxed at home, not had those BPs forced down my throat, not felt there were stakes at play, and could have just focused on some other things I enjoy. Anyway, that's enough BPs for today. If you enjoyed, you might be interested in 2 products I have. The 2 main products are face ratings and personalized look.
All right, we ain't gonna watch you say products, my guy, but this was a good video, man. I rock with it. Y'all tune into I'm gonna leave the creator link down below so y'all can check out all his videos. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more content like this, tune in. We in the building. Story time.